Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome back. My name is Jax, and today we are talking about fake friends, wolves in sheep's clothing, and how to spot these people, how to clock them, how to avoid them, how to deal with them when you have to deal with them, when they're your coworker or a family member or whatever, and all of the fun nuances that have to go with dealing with fake friends. And I'm sure we have all been there at some point in our lives. So, first of all, some explanatory stuff. Um, Throughout your life, you will be very lucky if you have a handful of friends who are really there for you. You know, you listen to their problems, they listen to your problems. You guys get along, you guys love each other, you guys know your whole history together. You know their whole story. They know your whole story. They love you. They support you. They would help you bury a body. Hopefully, in your life, you will have several of these friends. Hopefully, many of these friends. However, there will come a time in your life. It might be now. It might have been 5 years ago. It might be 5 years from now. Someone comes into your life, and initially you think, man, this person's really awesome. This person gets me. I feel like I get them. This person is really cool. I feel like they would be there for me whenever I needed them. That turns out to be not true. This person turns out to be bad-mouthing you behind your back. This person makes up stupid stories about you. This person is really, really nice to your face and then stabs you in the back when you're not looking. We have all encountered this, whether it is on the playground at kindergarten when, some little kid tells you that they love you and you're like, yeah, of course, you're a little kid too. And you're like, yeah, of course. And then you find out that they're hanging out with Becky and you hate Becky. And, your new friend knows you hate Becky. And suddenly you have been stabbed in the back. Now, that sounds very dramatic, but remember, that's kindergarten. So yes, unfortunately, you will encounter people in the world who are fake friends. I often find that these people come into your life because they're a friend of a friend. Like, one of your genuine good friends that you know and love has a friend and is like, hey, I want you to meet Sarah or Martin or whatever. And turns out that they are totally a wolf in sheep's clothing. They're a total fake friend. And oftentimes you're just kind of stuck because it's your friend's friend. So you can't just avoid them easily. When your friend wants to hang out and you want to hang out with your friend, they bring along Sarah or Martin or whoever, and you're kind of stuck interacting with this fake friend for quite a while until typically when your friend finds out that this person is a fake friend and gets rid of them. This is another universal rule of the fake friends. These people never have a friend for long, Typically, I don't know about you, but typically the friends in my life are like 10 years or more. Like we have a long history together. We have been through some ridiculous situations. We have gone on vacation together. We have been through the good and the bad in each other's lives. Fake friends don't typically hang around that long. Fake friends are very, very quick in the upkeep. They got to pick up new friends all the time because they can't hold on to friends very long. And so you do have to be careful with people that you are trying to build friendships with in the short term, because you do not want to be picking up one of these people who is actually a wolf in sheep's clothing who will be biting your throat before you even know it. So you have to be careful. Not saying that you can't make new friends and you can't make, best friends forever at any age, because you absolutely can. You can do that. However, be careful. There are wolves everywhere, and you need to be wary of that and careful. I find that some of the easiest ways to detect whether a person is a fake friend is if they're super enthusiastic or they're like, you walk up to them and they're like, oh my God, I love your outfit. Like, I love your hair. I know it's very Mean Girls coded, but it is accurate. When these people are super exaggerating their feelings and that kind of thing, that's a warning sign. In the same vein as that piece of advice, when someone is very hyperbolic, like when they say, "Oh my gosh, this cookie was the best cookie I've ever had in my whole life," I am always scared of those people. Those people seem to be very comfortable with exaggerating and with trying to make themselves the center of attention, which is what I think it really is. I think these people are exaggerating in order to be the center of whatever we're all talking about. Oh my God, I hate Taylor Swift. You know, she's just the worst artist on the planet. Well, clearly not. Clearly not. You know, and that one just annoys me because you know why it annoys me. However, those kinds of exaggerations, or when someone is very hyperbolic, I think that's a sign that they are a bit fake, because they are clearly putting on this extra display of emotion, extra display of passion or ferocity. And you never want to be on the receiving end of that. And it shows that someone is a bit more self-centered than you are comfortable with. It shows you that they are comfortable with warping reality, or how I like to say, lying. And all of that just combines to make a friendship that I don't think should be sustainable, and I don't think you should be involved in. So those are some like big keys to identifying fake friends and having to get rid of them. Another really good thing, if you're already in a relationship with someone and you're kind of starting to question, am I actually good friends with this person? Ask yourself how often they make plans with you that you want to do. You know, like if they're making plans all the time and they're always things that they want to do and not really your thing, and you're just happy to tag along, that can be a sign. When you make plans with them and they cancel, or they find something and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, like another friend like wanted to hang out," or whatever. When they're canceling on you like that, when they're sort of putting one friendship above another all the time, once or twice in a month or a year, that's fine. But if they're doing it all the time consistently, yikes, just run. Just run. It's okay. No one will blame you. Everyone's been there. But seriously, the idea of someone trying to be fake around you is quite easy. It has all of these signs. It has these people exaggerating, lying to your face, talking bad behind your face, making plans with people that they want to hang out with and then canceling yours, or lying about why they're canceling plans with you. There are so many ways to spot this kind of stuff. These people typically try to latch on to new people very quickly. So if you guys are out doing something and this person is suddenly making a new friend while you're hanging out, there might be nothing wrong with that. But I find typically people like this who are very friendly and bubbly in public, and they're always hanging out with new people, that's a sign of a fake friend. That's a sign of somebody who is constantly burning out their friends, and these friends are going, "I can't deal with you anymore." And so they've developed this system where they can slowly and very quickly pick up new friends all the time. And it's exhausting. I don't want to be involved with it. And I don't like these friendships. They're not good. They don't make you a better person. I always think that the true friendships in life make you want to be a better person. They want you to do the best you can. They're always there for you. They're super understanding. You know, they really understand like why you're going back to your ex or why you're doing this stupid stuff. Like your friend gets it and makes fun of you for it, hopefully. But a fake friend will always just try and pull you down. They'll try and keep you at the level they met you or lower. You know, they don't want you to improve, because then from their point of view, they know that they're a fake friend and they think this person's getting better and improving. Oh my God, they're going to leave me. They're going to realize they don't need me anymore. Exactly. So this is my rant on fake friends, wolves in sheep's clothing, and why they are best to be avoided. They're a waste of time. They're a waste of energy. They're a waste of money. They're a waste of effort. And they are hard to spot. It is hard to distinguish and delineate a fake friend from a real friend. But it is really important that you do so and you figure out a system that works for you. Like I said, they burn people out pretty quickly. They're very exaggerative and hyperbolic. They don't have a lot of structure and substance. And personally, I think it's quite obvious when someone is trying to be a fake friend, but maybe I'm totally wrong, or maybe I'm just super suspicious of people. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. If you have any tips on how to identify fake friends and how to get them out of your life as quickly as possible, please let me know. Please share your stories of fake friendships and the difficulties you have had encountering them. And as always, I hope you're having an amazing day, week, month, year, century, millennium, whatever you're having. I hope you don't have fake friends in your life. And as always, I will talk to you guys tomorrow.